So, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our fourth class on current affairs. So, what we're going to do today, the same thing. We'll discuss 30 important questions with respect to prelims 2023. Okay. So, yeah, this has become a routine. If you want to have more comprehensive program on current affairs, join the test series Current Edge. It will have 18 tests covering a lot broader coverage rather than what we are discussing here. All major sources like the Hindu, Indian Express, Yojana, PIB, Science Reporter, Down to Earth, all major sources are already covered under this. And you also get access to comprehensive current affairs workbooks. So this is workbook for intakes. It is more or less it is related to the topics from Down to Earth. So environment and geography has having dominance. So this is the fourth workbooks in the series. You can go through some of the examples. Some of the example PDFs are already uploaded in the Telegram group. You can check out this. The idea is you have to contribute some of your ideas, some of your thinking also into this workbook. So by the end of the day, by the time the exams come, you will have a comprehensive set of an integrated personalized current affairs material with you. So that with that perspective, this workbook and this test, everything is arranged. Okay. So let's move on to today's agenda. So here we have 30 questions. Take 30 seconds and answer the first question. Okay. What you answered? You answered C. So why this question came into? You can relate to any of the news you have read in recent times. Thing is, most of the question which you get here, it is one way or other basics will be there in the syllabus, but there will be some news will be happening. So whenever you are studying any topics, keep in mind that you have to study it in an integrated way. Some cyclones happen, some tornado happens, then take some time and go into learn the basics of this, how cyclone is happening. So last class we discussed about twin cyclones. So it's a new concept. So study in detail why this is happening, study the geography of this, not just the name of the cyclones or where it is happening. Spend a little more time and go through the geography of this. That's it. So this is how you have to approach different subjects or different topics, especially in current affairs. So why we are studying especially the coffee board? Let's go to the next slide. Recently, government is planning to introduce an amendment bill amending the Coffee Act. Okay, so Coffee Board is a statutory body. This is absolutely correct. Established under. It is under Ministry of Commerce. It is not written. It is under Ministry of Commerce and not under Ministry of Agriculture. So the second part of the statement is wrong. So government is planning to amend this act and bring some other provisions. So that's why we are studying this in detail. Secondly, where coffee is grown? In India, where it is majorly grown? In South India mostly, and some part of Northeast also. Northeast is mostly known for tea. Coffee is dominant in South. So in Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Kerala are the major coffee producing states in India. Second statement is absolutely correct. So these are some ideal conditions. Like I told you, you have to approach the subject in an integrated way. So these are some ideal conditions for coffee cultivation. What is it? Should have a temperature of 15 to 24 degrees Celsius. Rainfall of 150 to 200 centimeter, and it is best grown at an altitude of 600 to 2000 meter. That is hill areas, hilly areas, mountainous areas. Then soil should be morely acidic type of soil is being good for this. Acidic means what, where it will be best? Where we can find acidic soil? More rainfall is happening, more leaching is happening. If ions are going away, soil become acidic. Lateral soil which is in South India is best soil for this. Then water logging is completely should not be good for coffee. Water logging means water should not stay stagnant. So hilly areas, it means it will just flow away. But being said, there should be enough rainfall. 150 to 200 centimeter rainfall means it's a high rainfall zone. So mostly in western Ghats, this coffee plantation is prominent. Okay. So what will be answer for this? Answer will be B. Right? Go ahead. Take 30 seconds and answer the second question. Raj. Okay. Tell me what you answered. C. Most of you are saying C, Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. You are saying D. Okay, good. What is the answer? Answer is D. Green energy open access rules. Recently in the first class, if you attended, remember this question? Market-based economic dispatch system is often seen in news, is related to what XYZ. So if you go for total guessing in this kind of question, it becomes very difficult. These are fact-based questions. You should know means you should know. And what is this about? Power dispatch related to renewable energy. It's a very same concept here also. Green energy open access means it is related to green energies producing distribution. Green energy consumers are given more rights, more provisions to access green energy and all. If power is produced in one state, consumed in other state, there are so many taxes, provisions in this transportation. So for renewable energy, it is being given some free, given some relaxations to promote green renewable energies. So this concept is totally related to power, and it is coming under Ministry of Power. Okay. Answer is here is. Beyond this, there is very less concept to know about in this kind of questions. Thing is, you should have able to relate it to Ministry of Power, and it is related to production of distribution of electricity produced from renewable energies. Okay. Go ahead. Answer the third question. You all have this explanation document with you, right? Yeah, no need to look, I'm just asking. Answer the question. What is the answer? Tell me. You mark B. What else? You left the answer. You are saying it is? Which one? What is your answer? B. Mostly you are right. What is the report? Living Planet Report 2022. Which organization publishes this? WWF publishes this. And which are areas you can see in the next slide? 69% decline in wildlife population from 1970 to 2018. And mostly affected areas is Caribbean and Latin American states. So how to approach this kind of questions? This is also a theme based question. Every year you will find one or something related to this. How to approach this? How many environmental organizations you have? This has become very repetitive in every class. How many environmental organizations you have? Hardly 15 if you take all. Before exam, keep in mind that you should go through the About Us page of all these organizations. About Us page, major reports, publications, if any new initiatives is being launched in very recent past. Every organization, max you get 15 organizations. Question idhar se hi aata hai. If a question come from an organization which nobody heard of, then nobody can answer it. It's become very tough questions. Don't need to worry about it. But mostly question come from very prominent organizations like UNEP, IUCN, WWF. इसका आसपास से ही question आता है. So what you have to do is make it a rule that before exam you will go through the original website of all these organizations, About Us, major reports, major publications, any recent initiatives. These three things you should be very well aware of. Don't depend too much on whatever material institutes are providing, including our institute material. This should be in your practice list. Okay. So Living Planet report is published by WWF, and Latin America is the most affected region. Don't need to know too much into the XYZ, what it is, what the report is saying. Only most basic things you should know. If a theme is there, some reports come with a theme. Now you can learn the theme also. Some very famous report is there, like every time newsman discussion. For that reports you can learn what are the dimensions. Also, ease of doing business. Some question has came beforehand in exam. So ease of doing business, it is not being published nowadays, right? So when it was publishing, it was such a major thing, and India was making very big progress in that report. So that was too much in news, so the dimensions was also came into it. And India is of doing business for states was also launched. So due to that was such a big report, that's why dimensions become important. Otherwise, who is publishing? What is one line the major content or concept of this? Theme is there, you learn the theme. This much basic things is required. Okay, go ahead. Answer the fourth question. It's quite a Lakshmikant question. हो गया? What is answer? A. Everyone is marking A. What is given? Election to fill the vacancy for post of the president should be done before expiration of the term of the previous president. Is it so? Exactly. This is Article 62. Constitutional Article 62 directly taken. And what is the second term? Electoral college consists of elected as well as nominated members. What is elected college for president? Who will include? All the MPs? Not all the MPs, only elected MPs. Then MLAs, elected MLAs. Then is member of legislative council part of it? No, legislative assembly is not part of it. Only elected MLAs and MPs are part of election of president. So this is it. Legislators of Delhi as well as Puducherry. MLAs from these legislatures of union territories are also part of presidential election. Okay. What else? What more to learn in this? ये तो factual thing है. Secret ballot system is there. 2 colors. This is not that much relevant for the exam. What else? What is the value of vote of one MLA and one MP? This is how value of vote of an MLA is calculated. That is population of the state, 1971 census population, divided by what is 403? Total of number of MLAs in the assembly into 1000. Then you will get some value. That is the value of one MLA from one XYZ state. Will it be same for all state? It will be fairly somewhere same, but not exactly same. It will vary to some extent. And what is the value of vote of one MP? Total value of vote for that states divided by total MPs. What is total MPs? 543 in Lok Sabha plus 233 in Rajya Sabha. It will be 776. So MLA's vote will vary across the state, but MP's vote, all MPs in the parliament, whether he is from Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, he will have same vote value. On the other hand, MLA's vote, to some extent it will vary within a range. This is calculation for Uttar Pradesh. Similarly, smaller state, the value will be different. Some seat may be vacant, some seat may be not filled. Okay, go ahead. Answer the 5th question. बोला हो गया क्या लिख रहा है It is correctly matched is asked. You are saying D. C. So what are these festivals in different states? Also very factual question. There is nothing logical, conceptual to learn in this. But sometimes questions come on martial arts, on these kind of festivals. So first one is Bonalu festival. That is from Telangana itself. It is absolutely right. What are some other major festivals from Telangana? Batukamma festival and Sammaka festival. What? Okay, another festival. What is second option? Karchi festival or Karchi Puja. That is from Tripura. What is we have got here? Sikkim. So it is wrong. So much details about the festival is not that important. It is only at least state you should be known about. And what is the third one? Magar Sankranti. That is known in n number of names in every state. Every state some kind of names it is given. What is this? Gugutia. Gugutia is known in Garhwal region. Uttarayani is known in Uttarakhand. Here we have Gugutia. That is Uttarakhand is correct. Garhwal region is in Uttarakhand itself. Okay. So what is the answer? You have answer as C here. How to approach these kind of questions? Now answering You can relate it with some tribe. If you can remember at least one option, you can eliminate two and go for guess. That I'm saying, in studying how you approach this. Here in these kind of things, it's not required to know the details. You can go. You can leave. 5 questions again. Yeah. So what we were discussing? ऐसे questions को how to approach this, how to study this for the exam. It's a very factual thing. Fully factual information only is required also. There is no how the festival it is, which month it is. These all are much less required. How you approach this? Better go take a map of India, buy this skeleton map. Then for every state you write whatever the major festival, 1-2 festival for every state. And keep one page every state, every detail. So before going to exam, just read it 2-3 times, make it a habit. Then things will start coming in the exam. Otherwise you read one festival in this test, now you will do some test after 2 weeks, then you see some other festival there. Then it becomes very difficult to recollect in the exam. Keep similar type of data at one page like this, and then you go for it. Okay, go ahead. Answer the 6th question. If you are watching online, you can write the answer here. क्या हो गया? पूरे करेगा. Answered? What is answer? C. Who is saying C? How you know? Derecho. It's also very much factual question. It is not something which has happened in India, so that much not in news. What it is? It is C itself. Straight line windstorm associated with thunderstorm. Something like this, a series of thunderstorms are coming in a place. Where it happened? It happened in USA. So that's why we have this question. It's not happened in India, so too much of details is not required. If it is happening in Bay of Bengal, we will learn the dynamics of this. This is something which happened in USA. So at least know a basic concept. This is a series of thunderstorms coming together. This is somewhere related to tornadoes like. Okay. Go ahead. Try to answer the 7th question. Okay. What is answer? Very easy question, I guess. District Legal Services Authorities. What is it? What is NALSA or Legal Service Authorities Act? What is the act about? It institutionalized which constitutional provision? Article 39A. And what it says? Free legal vulnerable societies, poor people, somebody who cannot afford legal services, government is accountable to provide free legal services for this. So this has been institutionalized under this act. Let's go to the next slide. So these are different institutions established under this act. What are all the? These are very famous ones. You will see in the books, standard books, NALSA and all. State legal services at the state level for state level implementation, and there is local level for district legal service authorities act. This is directly taken from the act PDF. So what the act is, the state shall in consultation with Chief Justice of High Court constitute a body called whatever it is DLSA for every district in the state. So who is constituting DLSA? State government is constituting in consultation with Chief Justice of the High Court. What else? District judge should be chairman. Then other members, who are his qualifications, these all are decided depend on the state governments. It may vary according to the state government. Some governments will be having small numbers, some will be having large number of numbers. Okay, what is second statement? This is the function is authorities to provide free legal aid, organize log adalat, legal literary camps. All these are related to providing free legal aid. All these are provisions, you can connect it with Article 39A. So this becomes a consistent option. Like if you are thinking in terms of free legal aid provide karna hai, this will be function of this organization. Then it becomes very easy to pick this. Okay. Too much we are not going to other two organizations because these are very common. Go to the 8th question. Try to answer this. हो गया? Tell me what you answered. A. District Mineral Foundation (DMF) was instituted under Mines and Minerals Development Regulation Amendment Act 2015. State government is entrusted with powers to sanction or approve any expenditure out of DMF. What you answered? क्या आंसर? क्या नहीं? ठीक है. What you answered? Tell me. B. So why we put this question? What was the news? How you eliminated the second option, or you came to know the second option is wrong? It is related to districts, so state government should not be part of it. Anything else you thought? How you came to know that second option can be wrong? What is your answer? Thing is, you should have a general awareness of what is happening. If you at least know what the news is related to DMF is happening in the recent past, it's become very easy question. What was the news? Some of the state governments were transferring. What is the fund for? What is DMF for? If some mining happens, some section of population will be affected, mostly tribal population, vulnerable sections of population. So the fund section, certain percentage of revenue is put into this fund, and this fund is meant for addressing whatever XYZ is the problems faced by the people living due to these mining areas. Now what was the news is that some states were transferring, there is XY number of crores of fund being transferred into DMF, which is at district level this fund is created. So every district X number of fund is transferred. So some of the DMF were not spending this amount, it was not being utilized. So what state government was doing? State government was transferring this fund into state exchequer, and it is transferring into some other schemes, some general scheme, general purpose schemes. This fund was transferred. So in the recent past, July 2021, center came up with an order. Order means it's by Ministry of Mines. So what the order says is, state government shall establish, these are our basic provisions, DMF are established by state government itself. What center will do, role of the center is only giving guidelines, it should be utilized in this direction, but the fund itself is established by state government itself. Our key provision is, utilization, no fund shall be transferred in any manner from DMF to state exchequer. So this order was passed by central government, completely banning any of the DMF fund should not be transferred from DMF into state exchequer or should not be utilized for general purpose schemes. It should be used only for XYZ what it is meant for. So this controversy was going on in some states, and that's why this order came. At least if you can connect it with something like this is going on in the news, then it becomes very easy to eliminate the second option. Okay, state government constitutes this fund, but state government does not have the power to take money out of it. Answer will be, this is correct, this is wrong, answer will be one only. Okay, go ahead, answer the 9th question. DMF, it's a district, yes. It's a very easy question. Don't think you don't need so much time. Tell me what is answer? Answer is, both options are correct. This is exact definition of P notes. What is P notes? If any foreign investor want to invest in Indian stock market or Indian secondary market without being registered, without doing KYC or complete registration with the regulator, then he opt through the route of P notes. P notes is done by foreign institutional investor. These guys will have to do the KYC, but the original investor may not be having that much stringent provisions. These are offshore derivative instruments. Major use is to attract funds from foreign countries. These were some of the news related to it. Budget 2023, what was it? Companies working in gift city, foreign banks working in gift city can also now issue P notes. That was a recent provision in budget which was announced in few days back. What else? Tax soaps were also offered for attracting P notes. Why government is doing this? We have discussed throughout in the class. What have you gone through economic survey? We have put some summary in the Telegram channel. Have you seen that? Should go it. Some pages summary is being put there. So throughout economic survey, you can see one ideas. Like we were also discussing in last class also. What was it? What is happening in Indian market? Taper tantrum. US Fed is increasing the rates and Indian market is feeling the pressure. Investors are taking money out of India and investing in US. So whatever policies which economic survey discuss, every chapter of economic survey is starting with the same idea. This is happening, so the ideas discussed is how to counter this. So whatever government today is offering, that is one way or the other, what is the objective? to attract more investment, to ease more investments are allowed through automatic route. So P notes are being promoted also. Okay. Answer the 10th question. What is question? Answered. What is answer? Who is saying C? Who is saying B? Why this is in news? Prime Minister has commented on this. This is XYZ. What is its name? Mangad Dam. What is its speciality? It is called as Adivasi Jallianwala Bagh. And what happened? National Monument Authority called this as Monument of National Importance. And why it is called so? It is in Gujarat-Rajasthan border, western border of the state. So the first option we have Haryana, Punjab is written. That is wrong. Then what is the speciality of this? Around 1000 people were killed. Very similar incident compared what happened in Jallianwala Bagh. These people were gathered to under Guru Govind Guru. He launched the Bhagat movement to promote vegetarianism and discourage intoxicants from tribals. And what was the tribals? Beals were the tribals who were associated with this. And British came and opened fire, and same thing happened as Jallianwala Bagh. It doesn't have that much publicity as Jallianwala Bagh, but intensity of cruelty or whatever you can say, that is of same. So recently Prime Minister has talked on this, and it is being upheld, designated as national monument. So some good progress is happening. It is getting, the incident is getting recognition, and basics of whatever happened you should know. Which year it happened? 1913. 4 years before, or not, when Jallianwala Bagh happened? 1919. 6 years, around 6 years before Jallianwala Bagh. What is National Monument Authority? It is a statutory body under Ancient Monuments and Archaeological Sites and Remains Act. Okay. Under which ministry it comes under? Ministry of Culture. Go ahead. Answer the 11th question. Okay. What is the answer? Tell me. Only two. B. Where is Kinnaur? Himachal Pradesh. Zojila Pass is completely within Jammu and Kashmir. Cannot be within Himachal Pradesh or. What is the second option? Dras region. It's located on National Highway 1 between Zojila and Kargil. This is right. This is absolutely right. National Highway 1 somewhere passed like this, and it is somewhere here the Dras region comes. So why this question came? Recently, Zojila Spa has been opened for civilian traffic over Ladakh and Sonam Marg. This is one news. Again, Zojila Pass, some tunnel construction is going on. This was old news. This was on the base the question was made. 2 days back newspaper, you can see the tunnel construction is going on in Zojila Pass, and this construction is going at a very advanced pace, like going much advanced than the scheduled plan. So this was recently news. So this question also, if you see, it becomes a very factual question. But what is the approach to this kind of questions? What is approach? Jammu and Kashmir, so much in news. China incursion is happening XYZ regions. Ladakh, some issues is going on. So whatever, so many tunnels are being opened in recent past. Adult tunnel we discussed in last class. So many tunnels are being launched. All this you should have a consolidated map. Not in like this test series I learned this test series I learned. So I have all this in one place. Whatever tunnels you make a map, draw with your hand. Whatever the major passes in throughout the Himalayas, make a map of this. Once you do it, put it in one place, then only you can revise it and then you can use it for the exam. Okay. So what are important passes in Jammu and Kashmir? At least look at this and tell me. Zojila Pass is there, which is there in the question. What else in Jammu and Kashmir? Agil Pass is on the top. Tell me most important passes only. Baralacha Pass is there. Or kya hai? Banihal Pass, this side, Pakistan side. What else in, this is Himachal Pradesh. What is most important pass here? Shipkila Pass. In Uttarakhand, Niti Pass is there. Mana Pass. In tri-junction of India, Nepal and Tibet, what is the pass? Lippu Lake. Lippu Lake we solved a question in Kali River and all this. What else? What are important in Sikkim? What are important passes? Natula is there. Natula Pass is there. Jalep Pass is there. Or in Arunachal Pradesh, Bumla Pass. This is a tri-junction of India, Bhutan and Tibet. And there is one more pass, Difu Pass. This is a tri-junction of India, Myanmar and China. Okay, that is most important passes. Make a map, try to draw it yourself and keep it for you. Important tunnels, make a similar map for all important tunnels. And wherever Chinese incursions is happening, wherever border disputes are there, keep a map for all of these. Okay, make things little bit theme wise. Otherwise, these kind of questions are very factual. So only when you prepare a theme and question came from that theme, you can address this kind of question. And nobody can go and learn all the places in India or all the national parks. That's not the feasible approach to this. Go ahead. Answer the 12th question. Another very factual question. How to approach this question? At least find some option where you are 100% sure it is correct or 100% sure it is not correct. Chabar Port, Iran, I think everyone should know. So what are options we got eliminated? 2 option is gone. 1 and 4 only, 1, 3 and 4 only. Now 3 is the only confusing option. Tripoli is in Egypt, where it is? Where it is? Tripoli. Some famous issues are going on here. There. Gaddafi. Heard of it? He was killed in years back. Which country he is from? It is from Libya. So this is wrong. What is our answer? 1 and 4. 1 and 4, yeah, right. Aleppo is in? Aleppo is Syria itself. Sloviansk, where it is? In tone also you can connect it with Russia. It is in Ukraine. So how to study all this? Jabar you will know, Iran anyway, INSTZ is in news. India, Iran, India, Russia trade is going on, INSTZ is so much in news. Everything related to INSTZ you should know. The geography, when the agreement happened, what are the countries part of it? Okay. Tripoli, Egypt, these are areas where some issues are going on. In Syria, some civil war is going on. In Tripoli also some civil issues are going on. So this is why issues came. And Ukraine is, every cities of Ukraine, every seas near Ukraine, all these things you should be aware of. If a question from these things, you should not miss that, 100%. So this is where it is, where this Aleppo is. Somewhere near to, it is in Syria, somewhere near to the Mediterranean Sea. What are countries which are around Mediterranean Sea? Which are straits connecting Mediterranean Sea? What is this strait called? Dandele. Bosphorus, where it is? What is this? Suez Canal, connecting Red Sea and Mediterranean Sea. It is in, through which country? Egypt. Strait of Gibraltar, what it connects? Atlantic Sea with, ocean with Mediterranean Sea. There are some other straits also, this is not that much clear. Learn all these straits which are in this around Mediterranean Sea. Which are countries around Mediterranean Sea? Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Libya, Egypt. Which all countries? Israel, Palestine is there. Turkey. What else? Cyprus, where it is? Then this European countries. Spain, France, Italy is there, Greece. Some small countries are also part of it. Which are other seas you should study? Black Sea. Why you should study Black Sea? Ukraine issues, so many trade is going on. Controversies there. What are countries? I think we have one more image for Black Sea. Yeah. So this is map for Ukraine city. If you are watching online, pause the video or take this some kind of Ukraine cities map and learn all the cities in Ukraine, all major cities. Anything which is coming from Ukraine, you should be very clear about it. At least you should be able to identify this city is from Ukraine, not from Africa or Middle East or some other part of the world. And Black Sea, what are the countries around Black Sea? Tell me. Bulgaria, Romania, Ukraine is there. Moldova is not connecting to Black Sea. Russia is there. This is a controversial Crimean territory. What else? Georgia, small country. Then Turkey is there. Sea of Marmara, that was connecting Black Sea with the Aegean Sea. That is entry to the from Black Sea into the Mediterranean Sea is through Bosphorus Strait. After that, Strait of Dardanelles. So all these important straits, important countries, and some of the cities in use. These are the themes you should be aware of. In every class, we are covering some of the important cities. But still, if you are preparing, you should have put all this in one place. Okay. What else? We have two more cities. Tripoli is from Libya. Chahabar is in Iran. You should be well aware of this. Kabul in Afghanistan. Zaranj in Afghanistan. Afghanistan is also a very hot country. Some news is everywhere there. Major cities of Afghanistan, we had question also in first class, I guess. Okay, go ahead. Answer the 13th question. So, quite easy question. Tell me what is answer? All are saying C. You're saying something else. B. You should attend every class. I've seen you in the first class, right? Then you are coming today. Try to attend every class. I'm making so much conceptual mistakes. Okay. So what is off budget borrowings? It was in news for government was having very high food subsidy bill. So I think 2-3 years back, what government told? Government is not budget. Government reduced the budgetary allocation for food subsidy bill, then told FCI to raise fund from the market. Now, if FCI is going to market and raising the fund from market, eventually it is helping government. First, government was giving as food subsidy bill from budget. Now, FCI is taking from the market and it will be repaid by FCI or by government, depending on mechanism, whatever mechanism it is being arranged. So, this kind of borrowing in the name of government or to one kind assist government, other bodies, public institutions are taking the loan. So, that kind of loans are called off budget borrowings. These are not coming directly under the budget documents, and this is also not included in the fiscal deficit statement. So, here answer will be both these options are very much correct. One more controversy regarding off budget borrowings. Anyone remembering? CAG, Chief Economic Advisor. Okay. Yes. Government also, I think, last budget done some good things. Government has documented the off budget borrowings and said we are doing this much of off budget borrowings. Before that, it was even not documented. Then it becomes another more issue. Then this economic advisor statement become more relevant. Government at least they're still not including this under the targets of FRBM targets or anything, but at least these are documented now. Now, what is other controversy regarding this? It is regarding KIFB. Heard of this? What is KIFB? KIFB is famous for one thing. What? It was one of the first institution to launch masala bonds. What is masala bonds? Indian companies in foreign stock exchange. What is specialities of this? These are denominated in Indian rupee. These are denominated in Indian rupee. KIFB launched in which stock exchange? London Stock Exchange. KIFB launched bonds for around 2000 crore rupees. Now, what is the controversy regarding KIFB? KIFB is an organization or institution started by Kerala government. It was going on till ages, like in 1999 it started. In 2006, what government did is, government changed the function of the KIFB. Before that, it was only a institution to manage government bonds, government derivative instruments and all this. In 2016, what government did? KIFBI's function is being changed to not just a manager but organization to mobilize fund. Now KIFBI will go to London Stock Exchange or any other foreign stock exchange or Indian market, then they have to raise money. And where this money will be spent? On infrastructure projects of the government. Ambitious infrastructure projects has been launched under KIFBI. Now KIFBI went to London Stock Exchange and issued the masala bonds. Now what is controversy? Kerala government is saying this is an off-budgetary borrowing. KIFBI is not a government entity, completely a government entity. So our budgetary requirements or budgetary documents will not have whatever amount KIFBI has taken. Now what issue came? CAG, Controller and Auditor General of India report came. They told it is government stance is not acceptable. KIFBI is an organization set up by the government to mobilize fund. And where this fund is being utilized? For infrastructure projects. And most of these capital expenditure, long-term expenditure, and most of these are not revenue generating in the short term or even in the long term. So KIFBI doesn't have any ability to get fund of its own. Like Food Corporation of India at least gets some money by selling the rice. KIFBI is not such an institution. It is having an institution only for raising the fund. So government stance was rejected by CAG. And CAG told that KIFBI is like a government organization. Audit should be done by CAG. Everything should be done, everything borrowing should be calculated within the budget. Okay. So this was also a controversy associated with off-budget borrowings. Go ahead. Answer the 14th question. Okay. What is answer? Whole answer? A. Anything else? D. What is your? B. So many variety of options we are getting. What is e-way bill? Technically what it is? Some interstate transport of goods is happening. With invoice you have to keep one more document. This document will have details of whatever you are carrying. X goods, X weight, it is carried from this place to this place, all this. Same thing with invoice. Along with invoice you have to carry this. Only applicable on movement, not consumed. If you are buying something from the shop and carrying it, there is no need for e-way bill. Only applicable on goods, not on services. So what is the first option? It is mandatory for interstate movement of goods of consignment. Everything this is correct. What is the wrong in this? It is not 5,000, it is 50,000. Goods of above the value 50,000 should have e-way bill. Every question, if you are finding a very factual information, you should strike there is high chance it can be wrong. 5,000 means very small amount. The validity of e-way bill are fixed at 7 days. What is mistake in this? All means extreme. Thing is, e-way bill ka validity depends. Some goods is transported from suppose Rajasthan to Uttar Pradesh, nearby districts, then 1 day validity is given. Within 100 kilometer means 24 hours validity. Now if something is transported from Rajasthan to say some other state, distant state, say Bihar or Jharkhand or West Bengal, then we have long distance, so it has to transport through all this. So we have more number of days, can be 15 days up to. Usually in general we can say every 100 kilometer 1 day is added. So its validity is not a fixed validity, like 7-day fixed validity cannot be given for an e-way bill. It changes depending on which state is being goods is transported, how much distance it is being transported. No, not between intermediate state. All this XYZ data is not important. Only thing concept is you should know is it is not one fixed validity bill. It depends on distance. Okay. Go ahead. Answer 15th question. Okay. Answered? What is answer? You are saying D. Any other suggestion? Thing is, why this is in news?
Last year in budget, provision has been made by infrastructure development can be done. It was related to bank guarantee. And the developer has to put some amount
into this kind of account. I don't think that concept is different. This is related to like why this is in news, because some banks, Indian banks and Russian banks, they want to facilitate trade within themselves, not going through the other route of dollarization. They want to do it by themselves. Like Russia is always proposing we should go away from the dollar to somehow move away from the sanctions it is being imposed on them. So what you heard, these are different technical terms, little bit technical. What you have to learn in this, only the very basic definition you have to learn. What is this nostro account? Same account is called as nostro account, vostro account itself. It is not like two different things. It is the same account. Only thing is, suppose a defined bank opened by a commercial bank of a country, suppose ICICI Bank. Suppose this bank is opening an account in Bank of America, suppose. This bank, where it is? This is in US. Where it went? So suppose ICICI Bank from India, this is opening a bank account in Bank of America in US. Where this is? In US. So this account from ICICI perspective, it is called nostro account. It will be denominated in, this is an account in US dollar, it will be denominated in US dollar, not in Indian or ICICI Bank's denomination. It will be denominated in foreign currency and under a foreign bank. Money of ICICI Bank will be deposited in this. Okay, so such an account is called nostro account. The same account, if you look from this side, Bank of America, it is issuing a bank account under which denomination? Dollar. That is its domestic denomination account is being opened. And who is putting money? Some foreign bank is putting money into this account. It is creating an account for a foreign bank under its domestic denomination. Such an account is called vostro account. Only the basic term what it is, that much you have to know. Every technical concept is not required to be learned. Clear? Here whatever is given, it is interchanged. So your correct answer will be D itself. You got the concept? Vostro account. Same this, what is nostro account you understood. Same account you look from Bank of America perspective. That means Bank of America is starting an account in which denomination? US dollar. That means in domestic currency denomination it is starting an account. And who is putting money in this? Some foreign banks. Is putting money into this. From this perspective, foreign bank is putting money into it, but the bank account is issued in the domestic currency itself. So from Bank of America perspective, the account is called vostro account. From Indian bank perspective, it is called nostro account. Technically, it is the same account from different perspectives. Okay, go ahead. Too much technical things you should not learn. Only the basic concept what it is, at least basic definition you see it, you have to identify it. Technical thing, where is your XYZ, so many terms of it, don't need to go into deep into it. Something of basic term foreign exchange is there, then you go and learn all technical things about it. These are very financial terms, only basics is required. Go ahead, answer 16th question. Tell me, what is the place famous for? All these are wetlands. How many wetlands we have today? Ramsar recognized wetlands? 75. Before August 15, 10 was added. Few months before that, 3 was added that. From some 60s, it becomes 75 recent past. All these, which are these 10 added? Which states are these? At least this much information you should be aware of. These 3 also. So where is this Pala wetland? It is in Mizoram. And these are the 10 wetlands recently added. Let's go through it once. The idea is not to make you read this, but at least have some awareness. Where is this Sirpur wetland? Madhya Pradesh. Nanda Lake, Goa. What is this? Rankanadittu Bird Sanctuary. That is in Karnataka. Vellode Bird Sanctuary. That is in Tamil Nadu. Vembanur Wetland Complex. That is also in Tamil Nadu. Gulf of Mannar Marine Biosphere Reserve. That is completely sea based. Kuntankulam Bird Sanctuary, same in Tamil Nadu. Udayamarthandapuram Bird Sanctuary. Vedantangal Bird Sanctuary and Satkosia Gorge, that is in Odisha. Everything of all of these is in Tamil Nadu. These are like 10 wetlands recently added into the list. Pala wetland was one of the from the 3 wetlands that was added before. Okay. You can go learn more of this. If you are making a map, you can write which are some of the species famous in these wetlands. Or if some other speciality is there, some rare bird is coming there, then you can write about that also. Now tell me what were the other two from? Sakya Sagar wetland, where it is? It is in Madhya Pradesh, MP. So this is wrong, this is wrong. Third is Perikili bird sanctuary, where it is? It is in Kerala. It is not in Kerala, it is in Tamil Nadu, right? So all these options are wrong. Our answer will be D. Go ahead. Answer the 17th question. Okay. There is a clue in this question. At least even if you don't know nothing about this, read the statement carefully and try to guess correctly. Take a 50% guess at least. Tell me which of the options you can eliminate. What? Suppose even if you don't know nothing about this Incheon strategy, still what is the options? It is an initiative of G20. Who are the G20 countries? Developing as well as developed. USA is part of it, Brazil is part of it, India is part of it, China is also part of it. So many countries. You know at least the characteristics of what all countries are part of it. Now it is an initiative to ensure empowerment and inclusion of persons with disabilities. All good. In Asia Pacific, if G20 is launching something, why in Asia Pacific? G20 is a global organization. It has global countries. Brazil is there, USA is there. Why they should come and launch in something specifically in Asia Pacific? So either this is right or this is right. Both of these cannot be right anyway. Even if you don't know anything, at least eliminate both the option, both 1 and 2 option. Now depending on your knowledge, you can either go for a risk take or whatever knowledge level you can. If one more option you can eliminate, you can go for 50%. Okay. So what exactly is Incheon strategy? This is correct. It is an initiative to ensure empowerment and inclusion of persons with disabilities in Asia Pacific itself. This is launched not by G20. UNESCAP initiative it is. This is the organization specially focused on Asia Pacific region. Okay. So all these different goals are there. Hey bhai, kya bhai? Yeah, different goals are there. You don't need to read 1 to exactly what are the goals. At least have a general awareness that this is something related to person with disabilities, empowerment of person with disabilities, Incheon strategy. Okay, and it is launched by XYZ organization. These are the countries for G20. Like we say about Jammu and Kashmir and all, G20 is another major organization. Everything G20 do, you should be completely aware about. Okay, something, what is happening? India is having the presidency of G20 in the recent times, and the summit is also about to happen this year, 2023. So G20 is go and learn. These are G20 countries. Pause the video, you can go through it and learn everything about G20. How presidentship changes. Is the first time India becoming the president? Okay. Go ahead. Answer the 18th question. Okay. Tell me what is answer? Bread for the World Hunger Project. Anyone else? C. Answer is World Food Program. Very factual question. Hunger Hotspot report released by World Food Program. Report says 1 in every 10 people in the world are suffering from chronic hunger. And these are the areas where hunger is prominent. Not that much important. Myanmar, you can see Myanmar is suffering. Maybe Pakistan will come into it. Go ahead. Which of the following organization, answer the 19th question, released the World Inequality Report? Tell me, क्या आंसर मिला? Any other option? C, D. You are saying C. Answer is C itself. World Inequality Report is publishing the World Inequality Report 2022. Oxfam is also publishing very similar report, but it is not this report. Oxfam, I think I have written somewhere. Something like survival of the richest report, something like that. Same similar data of widening inequality, issues of inequality. Same topic it is being covered, but the name of the report is different. Here we have World Inequality Report that is published by World Inequality Lab. It will provide these data and all. Top 1% is occupying 57% of the wealth. Similar data. Okay, answer is C. Nothing much to discuss. Answer this 20th question. Raj. Poll, you can start. Tell me what is answer? Who is saying D? Why? Why D? How you eliminated? What are you saying? A or B? D. Tell me how you eliminate these other options. Any other option? How you reach D? Assam has boundary dispute with most of the states. Most of the boundaries have some other issues going on. What is your option? How you reach A and B? Saffron cultivation in use, how you are connecting it to NAMSAI declaration? In UPSC, you will find something options like this. Some declaration or some XYZ will be given, and all options will be made from some other news that is happening. It is not that all options will be random. It, all of you are too much over guessing. If you don't know, have courtesy to leave the question. You can go for guessing here because we are practicing mode. In exam mode, some conceptual connection you should be able to connect. Some logical explanation you should be able to give. Not answer like 3 are consistently in one direction, this is opposite, so I mark this. ऐसे नहीं हो सकता. You should be having some relation to some concept you have learned in some other part, or some news, some event, something you can relate to, then go for guessing. You should be able to connect it with this. All these are in news. It's not something, UPSC also options come like this. It's not like every option will be too awkward. Options are some taken from the news itself, taken even from PYQs. So you see a very similar option and ये पहले भी पूछा है, you marked it and it may not be the answer. So these are all like wild guess practices. If you cannot know factual question hai, cannot connect with any of the concepts you have learned, if you cannot connect with anything, option of leaving is also a very fair option. Okay. Namsai declaration is related to interstate boundary dispute between Assam and Arunachal Pradesh. A is the correct answer. There are so many guessing tricks going on in the market. Beware of those. I'm not saying it will not be applicable, don't use anything, but at least have some cautious in using those. This was a sign between Arunachal Pradesh and Assam, interstate issues was going on. And go and learn this, take map of Assam and see where are the boundary dispute, at least the geography of this. Northeast geography, Kerala, Tamil Nadu border geography, these are like constant question coming areas. Workbook have different set of questions. Sometimes if this is covered, it will be covered in that. Otherwise, it will be covered in later part. Like we will give polity compilation of workbook after next month, in next month. So that time we will cover all the topic already covered here. Otherwise, weekly workbook you are getting, it is having different set of 50 questions. So that will have different question. Exact figure may not be there in the workbook. Figure is just indicative. So go home, study at least the map and geography of Assam, where the controversies are going on, important 4 or 5 places which is in news. Okay, go ahead. Answer the 21st question. Raj, video is not coming. कब से blackout है? I think 4 minutes से अभी this part. Keep it like this. Yeah, videos was out for some minutes. Answer this. Platform of platforms. What is answers? B. All of you are saying B. Very good. All of you are wrong. Both answer options are correct. They are also launching something like this. Can be. But Enam has launched this platform of platforms. The idea is what Enam is doing, agriculture marketing across states without any borders, one in country, one marketing strategy. So there are many stakeholders like warehousing will be there, farmers will be there, distributors will be there, transporting agents will be there, who are associated with the mandis and all. These all so many stakeholders you can see here. So bringing all these stakeholders, different platform for all these agree input to consumer, all these coming under single platform. That is the objective of platform of platforms. It is launched by National Agriculture Market itself. Now it aims to promote trade, marketing of agriculture, produce their source outside their borders. All these are very much similar to the purpose of this. Okay. Answer the 22nd question. Very straightforward question, at least first statement. क्या लिखा? D. सब D लिखा तीनों. Come on guys, what is wrong with you? With reference to foreign portfolio investment FPI, consider the following statement. FPI is a part of country's capital account and is shown in BOP. Why you say this is wrong? What is BOP? What is BOP? Don't read that. Balance of payment. BOP is the बोलो क्या बोल रहे हैं? Suppose a country है, suppose XYZ country है, some money will be going out, some trade कर रहा होगा some country से, some money will be coming in, some people will be there sending money to the families, some people will going for trip taking out some money. So 1 year you take all the whatever money is going out and going in, that list is balance of payment. इसमें दो पार्ट है mainly. What are they? Current account, capital account. Current account and capital account. What is current account? How you differentiate between current account and capital account? Current account and capital account I am asking. Current account means I give you money, you give me something else. Our deal is closed there. There is no permanent asset generation. One time settlement, finished. Given some services, given some goods, take the money, finish. That all kind of the such transaction will go here. Current account. If I got XYZ money, I don't have to repay it in any future. I given the services, finish. There is no question of repayment. Capital account means you are giving money, you are not taking anything. You are taking it as an asset in your name. Asset creation is going on in capital, whichever investment is there. and that money you have will take out in future. FPI is FDI. What is the difference? That was you saying. FDI means at least more than 10% investment in the company will be done. And that means 10% more than 10% means FDI. Like idea what it is. Technical limit is 10%. Idea is FDI is coming to take over the management of the company. It will play a very interfering role in the management decisions. If FDI investment is doing. FPI means it is only interested in the financial part, in secondary market, shares and all. Put the money, when the shares is high, it may market situation changes, it will sell the shares and go away. So FPI is like more volatile funding. Now, why you are saying FPI is not a capital account, or why FPI is not in balance of payment? Something very big mistake. All investments, borrowing, investments, FDI, FPI, everything will come under capital account. All trade related things will come under current account. What is this unilateral transfers? Parents, son, you given to son or your parents, they are not going to return that money. Remittances. All this will come under current account. Understood? This statement is absolutely right. Either you have all said answer D, that means either you have carelessly read the question or you have made a conceptual mistake. Okay. What is second option? This you may go wrong because this is little bit technical. If you know only, you can answer this. In India, FPIs are allowed to invest in government bonds and treasuries. The option is absolutely correct. FPIs and FPIs also allowed to bond in government bonds as well as treasury bills. But there are very stringent limits, like this much percent, 2.5 lakh crore, something like that. Some very stringent provisions are being made. Beyond that limit, you cannot invest. But investment can be done by FPIs. This is factual, you should know. This is a conceptual statement. If you are making mistake in this, be very careful in answering questions. NRI deposit, I have to check. It has different modes of investment also. Something will come under capital account, but most of this will go into remittances type. Okay, here list you can see, this is from where it is taken. Economic survey, recently launched economic survey. This is India's balance of payment for this year. All these numbers you can check where it is negative, where India is lagging. Current accounts, India will have huge negative, which is somehow compromised by having huge capital account positives. So all these numbers, rough idea you can have. Otherwise, these numbers are not so much relevant. But what all comes where this, you can have a look. Clear? Go ahead. Answer 24th question. 23rd question. Okay. What you answered? B. Everyone of. So what it is? External commercial borrowings. What it is?
Taken by an Indian company from foreign.
Commercial loans raised by Indian resident entities from non-resident entities. It is directly conceptual mistake. You cannot take this as right. What else? NBFCs can raise ECBs for working capital and general corporate purposes. We have discussed in some other question. what the current market situation is. Fund transfer being from India to other countries. So whatever government steps, you can see something to promote more funding to India. So ECBs, what government did in recent past? Do we have the slide? What government did is, government eased provisions for ECBs. Government increased the limit for ECBs. And for NBFCs, there were some provisions, X% can be capital, X% should go into this. All these are removed in the recent past. Now NBFCs can raise external commercial borrowings. At the same time, they can spend it whatever way they want. There is no certain sectoral limits put by the government. Okay, the idea is everything moving towards more, to get more fund into the Indian market. Fiscal deficit is government taking. That is government budgetary term. This is taken by private companies also, right? It is not required XYZ government body is doing this. Even Adani group or any group, private companies can do this. It is not related to fiscal deficit concern. India's debt, it will be counted. But government debt, it will not be part of government debt, it will be part of private debt. Maximum sum, yeah, here it is given now. 1.5 billion in US dollars. That is the limit, doubled the limit in the recent past. Okay. Go ahead. Answer 25th question. Sorry. Yeah, 24th question.
So, what is the answer in
23rd, second option is correct, right? Answer will be B. It's a very factual question. If you know, you know, otherwise. What is answer? Answer is B. It is published by World Bank. Then the 2021 theme was digital financial inclusion, digital payments and resilience in the age of COVID-19. Nothing much to discuss in this. Go ahead. Answer 25th question. What is question? With reference to agriculture census, consider the following statement. Census is launched by Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. It is right or wrong? Who conducts general census? Under which ministry it is done? Ministry of Home Affairs. That is general census. Agriculture census, who does? Ministry of Agriculture. So this statement is wrong. What is second statement? It is conducted every 10 years as a part of decennial census. Is it so? Okay, take this statement. That is wrong. Here it is given 5 years. Correct answer is that statement. It is conducted every 5 years, not as a part of this decennial census. It is conducted differently, totally different. Okay. No, there is some confusion regarding it. It is considered every 10 years, every 5 years, not 10 years. It is done by Ministry of Agriculture itself. Answer the 26th question. Done? What do you answer? What is the question? With reference to BTI strain VCRC B70. Very complex. Sometimes mentioned in the news, consider the following statement. It is a strain of algae, it is used for mosquito control, it is naturally occurs in soil. Anyone read the news regarding it? It is only if you read the news you can do something. Now if you don't know the use, tell me what answer you got. The algae are plants, yeah.
No, any strain has been heard about plants. It is mainly about virus.
Okay. What are others answers? So this should be right. 3 is right, you have 2 options left. Okay, answer is this itself. So what is news regarding it? Recently ICMR developed a technology to produce this thing, BTI strain VC. It is a strain of bacteria that kills mosquito and black fly larvae without harming other animals. All these related diseases related to mosquitoes, malaria, dengue, all this somehow is a solution being developed by ICMR. It developed this specific strain. This will directly what it developed a technology to produce this. Now once this is produced, you can introduce it into the ecosystem and it will reduce the population of mosquitoes. It is a strain of bacteria, not algae. So one is wrong. Now it is used for mosquito control. That is the main purpose of this. That was the purpose of the research. That was why it is in news. It is naturally occurs in soil. What they produce is a technology to produce this. It is already there in the soil. Now we can produce this artificially and introduce into the ecosystem. Okay, so 2 and 3 are right. Answer is D. Go ahead. Answer 27th question. Very factual questions. You know you don't know, learn to leave also. What is your option? Font. With reference to Athelia rolfsi, sometimes mentioned in the news, consider the following statement. What it is? Both these statements are correct. It is a fungal disease recently found in jackfruits in Kerala. An image for this. This is jackfruit infected with this XYZ fungus. Now this is mostly seen in this, it is casual agent of southern blight disease. This is southern blight disease. It attacks the root and it will create a foam like thing around the root, and it will eventually kill the plant. If root is destroyed, other parts of the plant eventually get destroyed. So this fungus is mostly seen for this kind of disease. Now it is started being seen as in jackfruits in Kerala also. So this is also very factual question. If you don't, yes, it was recently discovered, recently seen in Kerala. It is not common in Kerala. Okay. Answer the 28th question. What is Kala Azar? What is option? Tell me. C, B. Kala Azar, it is a protozoan parasite disease. Absolutely correct. It is spread by sandfly bites. Absolutely correct. First option is correct. It is treatable and curable. It is treatable and curable. Both options are right. Answer is 1 and 2. Why we are studying this? It is still there, Kala Azar still there in India at some places. Recently a biomolecules to fight Kala Azar has been discovered. New biomolecule. So government is trying to commercialize it. So this was in news. So it is slow poisoning, indigenous, basic things are given here. Protozoan disease means protozoa, it will be coming into your body and the life cycle will be, some part of it life will be within the body of human system. Beyond that technical details you can read on it. Go ahead, answer the 29th question. This is interesting question. Tell me what is answer? A. All of you answered A. Any other takers? So windfall tax is windfall tax. One-time tax imposed by government on a company to prevent them from making unfair profit practices. Absolutely right. Where it was imposed in recent times? Refining companies, crude oil exporting companies, crude oil refined products exporting companies. On these companies, government imposed this tax in recent times. Some company XYZ or sector is making unfair or huge profit, government imposed this. And what is the second option? Turnover tax paid by investor on total consideration paid or received in share transaction. What this is called? STT. What is this? Securities transaction tax. And what is option C? Tax levied by the government on service providers on certain service transactions but paid by consumers. It is like GST, simply the service tax. That is imposed by government, ultimately it will be passed on to the consumers. Last option what it is? Tax the levy on profit that an investor makes when the investment is sold. What it is? Capital gains tax. Okay. There has been demands for abolishing long-term capital gains tax in recent budget. Right? Demand for abolishing it, but nothing happened. Answer the 30th question, last question for the day. It's a very easy question. What is answer? C. All of you are saying C. Absolutely correct. PM Mitra scheme. It was launched with respect to textile industry. Integrated value chain system has to be evolved. So different stakeholders are brought under it and different modernization provisions are being provided. Like cluster approach to textile industry. PM Mitra scheme. Okay. More provisions you can read here. Otherwise, it's a very factual, direct question. So, we have discussed 30 questions. How was today's set of questions? Thing is, last two class you have attended YouTube classes. Last few class we are using more of tricks. We are solving some jugaad method. So this test was more like a knowledge based, fact based. In your studies also there are so many tricks to solve the exam, but at least we still have 3-4 months for the exam. Keep a check on whatever tricks it is. You can take that tricks at later stage of your preparation. Apply those only on PYQs and learn those. For time being, most of your focus should be on expand your knowledge base, make more revisions. For very factual aspects, make theme based approach like Jammu and Kashmir, tunnels, for different passes. Question will be very factual. If a question come from this side, it will be factual. You can only address this when you have very specific set of notes that is theme based prepared and you have revised it n number of times. This should be approach in the recent past, for the recent times, for at least for next few months. Tricks you can rely on at a little later stage. Okay, that's all the best. Thank you.